Hey guys, so doing my videos a little bit different. Like when I come up with an idea, I'm not like trying to force myself to just record something to record something. So I've been um, like if I have an idea, I jump on it, and so I kind of wanted to show you guys. I don't have the van yet, but I'm making a plan. So a little mild adventure. So I got a plan. For the van that I've been thinking about. Since it's a minivan and it's not going to have as much room as necessarily a full size one would, right? And if I get lucky and find some full size one at a time and I have the money, then that's one thing. But more than likely, it's going to be a minivan, like I said. I want to be cheap on gas so that I can, you know, be able to travel a little bit more. Anyhow, my thought process is, since it is a minivan, right? Your permanent like stand-up room, or not stand-up. I shouldn't say stand-up room. The amount of space that you have in there all the time is already limited, and so I'm going to make that, that little rectangle right there. There's your uh, basically the outline. Okay, from looking above into the van here. Okay, so my thought process is I want to make some walls on the inside permanent, and then there's little pieces of non-permanence, and I'll tell you what I mean by that here shortly. All right, so because I'm going to do things a little bit differently than everybody else, at least in my estimation. And I'm going to do things on a little different budget, I would guess, than most people. So my thought process is, along the outside of the van right here, is there's going to be like basically almost permanent wall type stuff. I may leave this side open to get in and out of. I may not though, because I may decide to take the passenger seat. May decide to take the passenger seat over here completely out, or turn it around so that you can fold it forward and come in the passenger door this way. And this is the bed here, right? Instead of having the bed stay laying down, I want to kind of design the bed so that it comes out and has probably like 6 inches or so of a flat piece, and then it's hinged so that you can pick this bed up and then have the whole space in there open. I want to have a removable like tabletop on the back here. I have a plan for that, and then there'll be like like my little plastic dressers, things and stuff built in there. On this side of the wall, probably somewhere in here, is going to be the diesel heater, or at least the fuel tank anyway. So you can open the door and fuel up, depending on which side of the van the fuel tank is on. So if it fuel's on the passenger side, I'll be putting it on the passenger side, vice versa. That way when you go to fuel up at the pumps, it's on the same side as the vehicle that you're already going to fill up with fuel anyway, right? So it depends on where it's at on the car. The back side here, on the bottom half of this, that's underneath that table, that's where my, the solar stuff will be at, like any of the batteries or anything. Try to keep them towards the center of the vehicle. And the reason I'm putting them in the back, especially if it's a front wheel drive, is I want to get a little bit more weight on the back, and help hold those, give those back tires a little bit more traction from slipping out. But yeah, so that's probably where I'll be putting that solar system. And so I'm kind of thinking about keeping clear. Okay. So like, let's say this is the side of the van here. Okay. Goes over there like that, comes in here like this. I'm thinking about keeping anything like the walls and everything below the windows. And if the windows don't open, I'll just close them off. If the windows do open, I want to build a thing to where maybe I have a sliding piece of, like a sliding piece of wood or something, where I can, pull the handle, push it that way, right? And then it unblocks the window, but I can pull it back shut. It's just like on a little track, and I can pull it back shut. That way I still get the, get it being dark in there, but I can leave the window open in there and still like a breeze or something. So something like that. But since it's a minivan, I want to build it so that I could fold the bed up if I want to, and just have more room, right? If I need to if I need to do something, or I need to put something inside there to move it around, or have a couple seats in there to hang out with. Like I put this here is because the office chair that I use right now, I'm probably going to keep with me, and so that's the other reason for having this be able to flip up, so I can kind of almost have like a little workspace, and treat it as that, and treat it as, a little place to film at, and it's not just that thing. And so having the bed that flips up over here, maybe I build some like, I want to have shelving over here, but maybe I build something where it can fold down and be like a little tabletop or something, right? Or maybe there's shelves up here, right? There's shelves up the top, and this normally is a cover that covers the shelves when you're driving. But when you get wherever you're at, you can set it down, and then it becomes a tabletop. Just stuff like that. Is kind of how I'm going to go towards the design of the minivan. And it's from spending the time in the other van and knowing how much more room that's got, and where you can just have stuff stay down all the time and it's not that big of a deal, to potentially going in this minivan. I need to oh man, I need to be able to use that room more dynamically. And so instead of thinking everything built into place, where a lot of vans do, since I'm not using the same size van most people do, stop thinking that direction and thinking about stuff that can fold up and fold down. I don't know if, oh man, I wish I could show it to you. I don't know if you guys ever saw, there was this old Disney cartoon, and Mickey and Donald and I think Goofy and everybody, they went out camping in this trailer, and the trailer had all these things that would fold down and fold up and go into different things. So it's almost like that. That's where I'm thinking about the build going, right? And so stay tuned for that, because I think that's going to be a little bit different than most people, right? Because I want to be able to use that space for multiple things. Now, the bed's always sitting down, right? Can't really use that for that. But if I could have a way to fold the bed up, right, give myself some more room in there, I can do creative videos and film in there, even if it's a rainy day outside, because I'll be able to fold that up, you know, and then you just get the piece of fabric, the green screen or whatever, and you go from there. But it's that kind of thinking that I'm trying to do with this now, right? I've seen so many vans on YouTube now that that's where I'm going to go with it, right? Like that collapsible sink that I have that's also the cupboard. Start thinking like that, and trying to do something a little different. So, because it's a minivan, you gotta think differently. So, anyway, I'll see you guys more than likely tomorrow. Well, I will see you tomorrow if you're watching this as it comes out that day. But I'll see you in the next one. Stop waiting for life to happen, make it happen. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.
Come on, children of the sun. Come on, city lights. Let the world be your oyster. Have them fall into their knees, begging please. Oh, we don't love like this. We want all or nothing. No, we don't believe in playing safe. No, we don't believe in playing safe. Patriots, be rebellious. Cliffhangers are what we need. Stop the giants, tame the lions. Have them fall into their knees, begging please. Oh, we don't love like this. We want all or nothing. No, we don't believe in playing safe. No, we don't believe in playing safe. You can try to change us. Do your best to change us. We don't care. You can try to change